Radio Méditerranée is a project that consists of 6 countries:
Algeria, Morocco,
Germany, France, Dutchland and Portugal.
We're people, young people, are here together to work on the topic of migration.
Make people know new things, new cultures, and especially like as a topic that we are doing that now, the immigration. I guess it makes you know and see the migration in different way.
But also it's for know more about the different experience of different point of view about the migration in different countries with different people.
Sharing our vision, our different cultural vision.
So Radio Méditerranée for me, I can say now it's my second home.
We did a lot of different workshops. We had workshops on migration in each country, so we had to present all what is the situation in our countries.
We met different people from different organizations about migration and inclusion.
We talked about their work, about their focus, and we just learned different associations and what they do to help refugees. Also meeting with a journalist from Gaza who was telling about her work and about the situation in Gaza.
There was a meeting with an Italian guy talking about an app for inspired in migrant people. It's an app with information that the migrants could be useful for start a new life in a new country, with different associations, different people that could be used to ask for help.
We met also with a woman from the organization Lassimat, which is an organization working with migrants also and trying to fight for their rights and to make them visible because they're normally more invisible in society.
We just walk on the streets to discover Marseille and to meet Marseillan people and to discuss with them.
We discovered the city, the migrant neighborhoods, and we talked with most of them, interacted with them and understood their point of view and their life stories, which was very deep.
Pour l'année prochaine et je fais des petits boulots et là au moment où on m'interviewe je suis en train de chanter dans la rue au carrefour des réformés. C'est très riche en bordel on va dire, que j'affectionne en même temps que je le déteste.
We did a few workshops outside and inside. The one that touched me the most was the
Skype interview from someone who lives in Gaza, and that really catched me because you kind of always have it in the background that there's a war going on, but it's really different to hear it in the news and to really talk to someone who lives there and who has to go through all of this. So that really kind of changed my perspective on this. I think for me the most interesting were the workshops where we met with other organizations like Lassimat, or with the journalists, or we also did a tour in Marseille and saw how migration affects Marseille.
Missions touched me the most. First one was when we were in the street. We had to record some noise and person from the street, and we made a person with a very difficult story, so it was a huge meeting for me.
I personally really liked the language autobiography workshop.
Each person had to write down all of the languages, either mother tongue or foreign languages that touched them personally.
I understand how important is the language for the migrant people because it's my experience too in Portugal. I have to learn Portuguese when I come to Portugal. And I believe absolutely that the language, it's not only a language, it's more. It's the way that you communicate your feelings, your thoughts, your opinions, the way that you can use to know people, to adapt yourself in a new country, a new society.
So working on that and making it kind of visible in a kind of collage was really interesting for me. And it was also really interesting to hear the stories of others, because I think language actually says a lot about the people.
What I did learn in this week, actually it was a lot of things. As I said, the migration thing, I don't see it anymore as I was. Like it was like, for me it's a normal immigration thing, but now it's totally different, especially when we start interviewing people. You start really seeing a big difference because people are really suffering in it. People are really just not seeing their country as a safe home.
There was one where we had to talk and ask people about their personal life, and I met a man around his 40s that he hated and regretted migrating here to France, and it was very shocking because most people that I know or hear of only wish to migrate here and afterwards they love it and they will never go back to their home country. So it was very refreshing and at the same time very sad.
I think I learned we are all migrants finally. We are all from different places and we all travel in our life.
And I guess also, especially learning how to see other people, because like especially here it's an exchange and you have multiple countries, multiple cultures, multiple traditions especially, and multiple visions especially. So when you have all different things like that, so it makes you learn a lot of things and new things.
I learned about the situation in Europe and in different countries because we have a very multicultural group, and we speak a lot of the situation in Algeria, in Turkey, in Portugal, in Germany.
That you really need to talk to people first and like also like really get to know each other before you have like imaginations about it. Just to really like don't stereotype people or generalize everything, because that's not how it works. Yeah.